Hello, welcome back to another video, and in this video we will be discussing about the military with emphasis on the US military. I often hear that when you join the military that you are upholding freedom. You fight for wars that are supposed to uphold freedom. But what people don't realize is that these wars are because capitalist corporations want resources and they don't want to do it the fair way, they don't want to do it the way where there is trade. They want to ransack resources. And when a nation is becoming a threat to white supremacy, Western imperialism, then the military comes in to get rid of the terrorists. But in reality, the military are terrorists. They serve the function like the police to uphold the status quo, to uphold violence. Police are just within the state's control. Yes, the military is under state control, but they go outside of their supposedly jurisdicted like area. I mean their area of um, looking after for, but it's all shit. Like wars have been made, especially during the colonial period and even further that, because of expansion about resources. And people like to romanticize war. They say there's always casualties in war, but why the hell do we settle for that? And what is the freedom that they're talking about the military? When the military occupied the Philippines, there has been nothing but shit that has been happening just because there has been a focus on, you know, Filipinas marrying American, mostly white soldiers, being romanticized because white worship and colonial mentality is prevalent in the Philippines. Then, when Jennifer Laude happened into the scene, she was very crucial because she really started a conversation of demilitarization and decolonization, although there has been transphobia element that Filipinos want to ignore, but that's for another video. This video uh, is examining that military are not protectors. They are not heroes. When they overthrow the monarchy of Hawaii, they were not heroes. When they descended to Afghanistan, they were not heroes. They were not heroes in Vietnam. They were not heroes in Iraq. They were not heroes in Yemen. They were not heroes in the Philippines. They're not heroes in Aotearoa. Across the world, when military came into play, they really screwed shit over. And the fact that people are glorifying war criminals and mercenaries as patriotic, save America, save it from what? The reality is, what America needs saving from is the state. The state is the villain. But we all know that the military is upholding the state. And this is said with any other nations, be it in the Philippines, where Islamophobia by the military, um, Muslim refugees going to Malaysia and Indonesia because the Philippine army is literally terrorizing indigenous Muslim people, but they have been long doing that to other indigenous communities. Then they teamed up with the dictator to really terrorize um, the indigenous people of Mindanao known as the Numad. So Bangsamoro people from Bangsamoro have been long suffering from it, but really now the military really set up their chokehold. And what people don't talk about is like these heroes, quote unquote, saviors, like, oh, we love our military. You don't. You don't give them treatment for PTSD. And most of the time, they become homeless or impoverished because they are not welcome back as a whole because of ableism. But they manufacture refugees. So, like, why are we expected to love the military or give them, special treatment when they are hired killers? And even if they are brainwashed into thinking this is a noble cause, don't they realize that once the state uses them, they are an expandable prawn? They are nothing. They have no value to the state apart from killing.